So Marcy, you kind of touched on this a little bit too, bed height and that size of the bed. This is me kind of sitting here on the edge here. And as you can see, this bed was really tall for me. And Lee kind of demonstrating what we see all the time, right? These beds are too tall and we have residents trying to transfer, from a wheelchair or even those without aids. We actually see them, Wendy, I know you and I have talked about this climbing beds, right? Where it's too high and they aren't quite sure how to get in it. Kind of thoughts around that, Wendy, and kind of what solutions you've come up with?
Well, obviously looking at the height of the bed in relation to the needs of the resident. And it's a delicate balance because if too low, it makes it difficult for them to then be able to stand up and get out of it. So it's really kind of looking at bed height and also bedding, making sure that the bedding isn't too slick to have them slide off. Making sure it's appropriately tucked in or even secured with clips or something, so to try to prevent that from happening. I think too, if getting to know the residents' routines and making sure they're getting some supervision around that time and providing some assistance, obviously maximizing their independence as much as possible, but observing and supervising and providing a bit of hands-on assistance if that's needed as well. So those are some things that kind of jump out at me.
Yeah. And again, just highlighting that bed height here. So this is Scott, our director of marketing. As you can see, the bed was almost too low for him, so both of us sitting on it, there was quite a difference there. So, making your team is aware of this and kind of monitoring during their wellness rounding, and how can they support, those care plan changes and those modifications by calling these things out, right, to management. Hey, I was in there supporting morning routine for Wendy, and I noticed, we may have some opportunity.